guys, Geeks here. So I'm going to talk about the Geeks and Gamers live stream that happened a few days ago. So those guys who don't know about the situation, Geeks and Gamers, they had a live stream, and they showed the Zack Snyder uncut version of Justice League. It was supposed to be for a good cause. It was supposed to be for a charity event, and it was going towards suicide awareness. Well, they managed to get Zack Snyder on the live stream. And when he jumped on board the live stream, he really had some really disrespectful things to say, and I'm going to read them. I don't have a clip of it, sorry, but I'm going to read a little bit of what is said on this article. There's some of it that they do mention, but I'm going to sum up just a little more because there's actually more that he added onto it. But anyway, just a quick thing before we get started. I know our donation page, we still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that we talked about this. I'm really not associated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned. I really want to make that clear. So, he says that, and then he brings up pretty much the anti-Asian culture thing that happened with the shooting in Atlanta. He brings that up. That was something that Kevin Smith brought up when they were doing the premiere for the Justice League. He talked about that, and he sort of brought that up in their live stream. And then he also brought up, the dissociation with Geeks and Gamers. He pretty much had a lot to say when it came to everything on that live stream. So I've seen people's videos on this. I've seen people's opinions on this. People think that they didn't do wrong. People think that Zack Snyder said what he had to say, etc., etc. Honestly, my honest opinion on this, I think Zack Snyder's disrespectful. I think that he's an asshole for what he said, because what I don't understand is these people were doing a good cause. They were doing it for suicide awareness, something that him and his family went through. I mean, the only reason why we got the uncut version of Justice League to begin with is because it was for him. Because prior to production, Zack Snyder had to leave because of what happened to his daughter, so Joss Whedon had to basically replace him and take over the role of director. We're starting to see the full-on version of Justice League. I myself really like the uncut version. I think it's better than the original. I don't like that it's 4 hours long, but it's still a great film, nonetheless. However, with this incident, though, with him, I think that Zack Snyder really should have never said what he had to say, and even if that was the case, he should have never jumped on that live stream. And I agree, people, that there's one thing I agree with everybody, that I do think that they should have got him checked. They should have got the A-OK to say, are you okay to go on the live stream? Are the executives on your ass? Like, is it okay to go on board? And if that was the case, then it would have happened. But at the same time, nobody expected him to say all this shit. Even if they had the okay, nobody expected him to say what he had to say on there. So that part I agree in that way. The other thing too is that I've seen people say, "Oh, Zack Snyder shouldn't apologize," and Zack Snyder said what he had to say. Honestly, no. I disagree on that, because really, again, I think people need to understand that we should stick up for celebrities. Nowadays, celebrities, they really don't care about people. They don't give a shit about fans. They don't give a shit about consumers. They don't give a shit about anybody. Their attitude is just like the comic book industry. Their attitude is just like the animation industry. Every single part of any kind of fandom, comics, animation, whatever, they do not give a shit about their fans. And celebrities in Hollywood are in that same category, except it's 10 times worse. They all have political agendas, and instead of showing respect to people and showing respect to fans, the people that are giving them money, giving them support, and actually giving them a career, instead what they do is they shit on them. And they attack them on social media, and they attack them on Twitter. And then everybody else makes videos about them. So I do think that we should stick up for Zack Snyder. It doesn't matter any way you look at it. We shouldn't be sticking up for them, especially with this kind of incident. Now, for me, I agree. I stand by with Geeks and Gamers. I love Geeks and Gamers. I know people have their own opinions on them. That's fine. But with this incident, I'm going to stick by it because you know what? I hate it when celebrities, I hate it when people go on there and they disrespect fans, especially when they were trying to do a good cause and they were trying to do something for them. And instead, he blatantly went on there and fucking basically shit talked them. That's pretty much really what happened, and I don't like that. And I think that this is a reminder that we shouldn't respect celebrities. That we shouldn't. We shouldn't give them any support. We shouldn't vouch for them. We shouldn't do anything for them because ever since I think COVID, or even before COVID too, because this happened prior to that, we've been seeing a lot more celebrities out there that have actually have shown their true colors now. We're starting to see a lot more from them now than we've ever seen. Like with the whole SJW and the political agendas and stuff, we started to see a little bit more from them. And I think this is an example of that, where Zack Snyder is an individual from Hollywood that will cater to the executives, will cater to the studios. And it's funny that, the fact that he said all that, it kind of makes you wonder that Warner Brothers really is afraid of Geeks and Gamers. And if they're really afraid of Geeks and Gamers, they're probably afraid of every other YouTuber out there that talks about them, that talks about the shit that they bring up for SJWs. And I'm sure other studios feel the same way too. So I guess this is kind of like a signal that they're afraid of people. They're afraid of YouTubers. They're afraid of the public talking shit about them. But instead of handling it, what they do is that they get people like Zack Snyder to go up there and vouch for them. That's what it is. So honestly, at the end of all this, and again, everybody has their own opinions. I've seen people that say that Geeks and Gamers is in the wrong. Again, that's your opinion. I honestly think they're not. And I fully respect and I really like what they did with the live stream, how they were doing it for charity and everything. I like what they were doing. So at the end of the day, I'm going to vouch for them. But again, everybody has their own opinions on everything. Everybody has their own perspectives, and that's fine. You guys can hate on them. You guys can whatever you want. But I am going to stick by Geeks and Gamers. I don't see in any way what they did wrong. And I think that anybody that says, oh, Zack Snyder shouldn't apologize and, everything like that, first of all, you're a fucking idiot for thinking that. Because Zack Snyder should apologize. Because it was basically for him. It was for him. It was, in a way, it was for him and his family because it's showing support to people that are going through suicide awareness. They're going through that. And I'm sure, based on what happened with Young Cut, that it was going to him as well. But instead, he blatantly disrespects them for trying to do the same thing instead of showing support and showing appreciation. So no, we shouldn't say that he should apologize. So that right there, anybody that says that, they're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, but they are. So either way, basically to sum up, I think Zack Snyder was disrespectful. I think that what he said was blatantly disrespectful. I know I keep repeating my words, but I'm just saying it really was. So that's what I think about it. So tell me what you guys' thoughts on it. I'll see you guys next video. Take care, guys.